This is the third video of a series. This video demonstrates the corrupt judges of the U.S. Supreme Court. Anthony Kennedy should be called Injustice Kennedy, because he tried to make law which is a single-digit multiplier of compensatory damages to arrive at a value for punitive damages. What is more shocking is that he stated that such multiplier comports with the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Whether you agree with him or not, a clear fact emerges that Injustice Kennedy is either 1. Lunatic to have a vision of one-digit multiplier in the mere words due process of law. 2. Hallucinating to read in the mere words due process of law a single-digit multiplier. 3. Corrupt to the fullest, because, number 1, making laws is vested in the legislative branch only, as you see and hear, that part of the Constitution at the end of this video. Number 2, a jury finding cannot be re-examined by any court in the USA, that is in Amendment 7. Cite, as, 538 U.S. 2003, Opinion of the Court. Notice, this opinion is subject to formal revision before publication in the preliminary print of the United States Reports. Readers are requested to notify the Reporter of Decisions, Supreme Court of the United States, Washington, D.C. 20543, of any typographical or other formal errors, in order that corrections may be made before the preliminary print goes to press. Supreme Court of the United States. Number 1 to 1289. State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance Company, Petitioner v. Inez Priest Campbell and Matthew C. Barnett, Special Administrator and Personal Representative of the estate of Curtis B. Campbell, on writ of certiorari to the Supreme Court of Utah, April 7, 2003, Justice Kennedy delivered the opinion of the court. We address once again the measure of punishment, by means of punitive damages, a state may impose upon a defendant in a civil case. The question is, whether, in the circumstances we shall recount, an award of $145 million in punitive damages, where full compensatory damages are $1 million, is excessive and in violation of the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States. At State Farm's request, the trial court bifurcated the trial into two phases, conducted before different juries. In the first phase, the jury determined that State Farm's decision not to settle was unreasonable, because there was a substantial likelihood of an excess verdict. The jury awarded the Campbells $2.6 million in compensatory damages and $145 million in punitive damages, which the trial court reduced to $1 million and $25 million respectively. Both parties appealed. Our jurisprudence and the principles it has now established demonstrate, however, that, in practice, few awards exceeding a single-digit ratio between punitive and compensatory damages, to a significant degree, will satisfy due process. Single-digit multipliers are more likely to comport with due process. U.S. Constitution Article 1, Section 1. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives. Emphasis added. Article 3, Section 1. The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court, and in such inferior courts as the Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. The judges, both of the Supreme and inferior courts, shall hold their offices during good behavior, and shall, at stated times, receive for their services a compensation, which shall not be diminished during their continuance in office. Please notice that this section stated clearly that judges hold office only when their behavior is good only. Amendment 7. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. I repeat, no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States. Amendment 14. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof, are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property, without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Emphasis added.